Count Me In is our participation strategy. It's the strategy that we've developed along with parents, along with young people, along with stakeholders, managers, everybody who's involved with Edinburgh Secure Services. And this is the way that we look to have parents participate, feel included, and help us not just work with their individual child, but also to develop the services that we've had. So we look for young people and staff to think about the service, think about what happens here, think about what they gain from, what they benefit from, what they like, what they don't like, what can be changed, what should be changed, what should never be changed because it works so well, and to keep that going, and to develop ways to build services that are much more accessible for young people, much more accessible for parents. I've got a really good example in this. I worked with a group of young people who just left the service and asked them, what would you change? And they had things that they would change from the first day they got here to the last day they left, and things that they would change now that they've left. And they came back and they had real concrete ideas. So how to change the admissions, make them more friendly for young people. They had real concrete ideas. How to change admissions so that it wasn't such an isolating experience for them. Things that we wouldn't have thought about. The carpet that we're standing on. A young person who'd been here for 5 months said to me, Peter, the thing I liked most when I first got out was that I was able to walk on grass, able to walk on solid ground, and I wasn't walking on carpet. So they'd been on carpet for so many weeks. This group that I worked with, they came up with so many wonderful ideas that we then had the idea of how can we use that to change the service. So that became our development plan. We did away with the old staff-based development plan. We made it this young person's focused development plan. Then we did one for the parents, had parents groups who came along so they felt included, asked them what they would change, and with their suggestions that became our work for the next year. So we're now 4 years on, and all our development plans are built around what young people tell us, what their parents tell us, and I hope you hear that from children and young people, from parents and young people later, but it's also built around what they feel works for them, and what the staff of course tell us. So we build all this, and there's some important aspects of getting a participation strategy that works. Some things that I've learned in this 4-year journey with Count Me In is, if we want it to work, we have to make it part of everything we do. It has to be part of the fabric of every meeting that we have about a young person, every conversation that we have, every discussion that we have, every suggestion that's made needs to be taken seriously. It's about changing the hearts and minds of staff and managers. So I need to be open to the criticism of myself and my team and my service, as well as the praise. It's nice to hear the great things, and there's lots and lots of that to come. The key thing is to genuinely ask the question and genuinely want the involvement of a young person and a parent, or a social worker to say, what did you like, what did you not like, what can we change, and let's change it. Sometimes just to say, even parents will often say, I wouldn't change anything, it's great. And it's about us being curious about that and saying, hey, there must be something that would make this better for you. Finding out what that is and then doing it. And then the thing that really makes Count Me In special is we will then tell the young person, tell the parent, this is what you asked us to do, we've done it. Does it make a difference for you? If so, brilliant. That's what we want. It's interesting if I think about what's next for Count Me In and participation and inclusion of parents. Parents have told us some very important things. They told us that for their child coming here, it's almost as stressful for them as it is for the young person. So we want to have parents much more engaged with the service, much more engaged with the centre, helping us to develop things that support other parents, helping us support parents who've been here and parents of young people who've been here and parents of young people who've moved on. We know that the parents are the experts in this, so what I'm keen to do in Count Me In is to get these parents to share their expertise with us so that we can create the structures to take those forward for parents in the future. For the young people, it's about keeping climbing that ladder of participation. So young people are saying, hey, I've got a great idea and I want to take it forward, and would you staff like to help me? That's where Count Me In needs to go, and that's our ambition, is to get to that.